All right. So let's get right into it. So please tell us who is Johnny Marshall and Blacker Welsh and what they taught you about the craft of DJing.
Well, Johnny Marshall and Blacker Welsh was really two of my first musical mentors. Those was the first two artists I associate with as a youth. Before I even learned to DJ, I was just a little apprentice on the corner, and there was the community stars in Riverton City, DJ and a sound called King Joe, and they also DJ and studio mix sound from Waterhouse. So those were the first two men who came in close contact with as musician, DJ, should say. And I've been watching them doing their craft until I decided to hold the mic one night, and they was really excited for me. And from there, they started to show me how to rhyme and wordplay, and that's where I get my first little musical influence as an artist. And then I moved to Seaview Garden and migrated from Riverton, and I started to see Shabba Rankin and more stars, and the influence keep growing. And I never stop until I end up at King Jammy Studio from the influence of Boom Dynamite encouraging me. And that's where the history started. So Johnny Marshall and Blacker Welsh is two persons who play a great role in my musical career.
So is it true criticism from Luciano and Garnet Hill pushed you to record roots, reality and culture, and down in the ghetto?
No, it never pushed me to record it. It pushed me to take up my re-catalog, because the first song I recorded when I went to Jammy Studio for Uncle T was a song named You See Me Going In a long time if you don't know if you love when you would be gone and you gone in it. Hours. When I learned to DJ Blacker Welsh and Johnny Marshall, they are cultural artists. The first time I learned to DJ was cultural music we sing. When I was a youth, I lived down the gully. I used to hear up and sing, could I sing my body? Enough girl pass and laugh off and we learned to DJ about the situation, what we're going through. And it was mainly struggle. I'm listening Joe's Whale and Brigadier and Charlie Chaplin, all those first men. We are roots DJs, because DJing start from the roots lyrics. This way in the late 80s and the early 90s. You got the Super Cat and the Ninja Man and the Cutter Rankin and the Matt Wilbur where the World War era came in. So when I was exposed to music, it's all culture. But when I went to Jammies and I advice, people need a long time it for them. It wasn't getting no attention. So when I said, excitement started, so I thought, this is what they wanted. Not even thinking that this is not the best thing. Comparing to the one in Finland, I'm going to Giant Lodge. I was just craving the excitement and the attention. When the elder said, and that was when Panin died, 94 now. 93 I came out say people then, and Panin died 94. I was going to decide, no, Rob, the oldies on one show now. But the industry was still hurt for Panin death. And then, it was alleged that his gunman killed Panin. So when we say, Finley going to join Lodge, it's like we are saying, there is gunman who kill our fellow artists. So that's what Luciano and Garnet was saying. We're not sharing stage people, what we find is people who kill one of us. And then I think back and said, well, we don't have any cultural lyrics in a long time. And roots really can't culture with the practice it true. So that's why I said, you know what? We learn come again, mate. Go back for real. We go for the Lord is my light and salvation. One of the can't again with kind of people fed up and it continues. So it was a positive critique, because it's something that affects us. They was talking against, they wasn't just talking against you singing a gun song. It's because a gunman killed our fellow artists. So we don't really want to condone that. And it was the best thing to do. And it lays me thinking a lead character with people govern. And it even helps me to, to have that strong persona and personality and people look up. The poor people govern them more than the warlord. So those men help me to mold myself even better. So critic is good and critic is bad. So you have constructive criticism, and that was one.
So you had mentioned that you had sung People Dead, and then right a year after that, Planet died. Do you think after singing those conscious lyrics, did you say influence any surroundings after?
Most definitely. A lot of young people, even today, people who are entrepreneurs and successful business people came up to me and said, well, Killer, you see when you sung that song, the morning, and you were being on the TV, I was on my way to school and I late for class, but I made it. I'm a graduate today and successful business person, and that song has encouraged me to be who I am today, you know? So those music has touched a lot of people.
As a man who used to power with bad man as a youth, do you believe most people take up badness for their financial gain or for fame?
Well, some people do it for either or either, and some people do it for both. I never do it for none. I was just fascinated by these men, and I mostly do it to get attention from the girls. All the girls used to like the bad boys, you know? But back in the days, why wasn't like now, them never really extort people and them something there, and them never really famous. So I wouldn't see it as no fame. It was just a little respect in the community. People kind of look up to you, you know, and rate you. And the girls like you. As a little boy, that's for me to do it. Go up on the corner and talk up the girl and them something. And then when we get gunshot, when we are 16, I'm bad. But I want bad. If I saw badness feeling on my ribs, I don't want no more. So me, God make the song name for my man, but him gun you fi run. Copper shot, mommy tell you not trust that, you got. So I did think I was a bad man until me get shot, me the matter what bad I get me. Go back on me and car right. When time me at about 12 or 13, man them said them I got a party. And them then them have 2 shoes in it. School shoes and dressing shoes. And dressing shoes only can put up on holidays or birthday. So me go put on my shoes now. And wish out and go for like man got a party and my sister them go tell me father say me wear the shoes. I get a piece of meat for wear my own shoes. That's about all my shoes. I me get beaten for wear it. All my shoes is. Papa don't buy me no more shoes. You know me top deal with my father and gone buy my own shoes. Up on the corner, me gonna hustle down a river and dongle, boat, copper, looking something. I'm gonna buy me clocks. I'm going down at Uncle T gonna make me turly now, whole pants car, turly now, the man in my way from the corner and the back. So me done with my father when me at 12 o'clock. Cause me I said, I'm gonna feed that the man buy me shoes and I beat me. And I remember that shoes. And my shoes, I live in the tell me don't wear it again where you kill me for my own shoes. I said they set me up buy me shoes and I want to kill me for it. So I just stopped talking to my father and said, I buy me no more shoes. I go power the bad man them now. I go start I clocks and turly now that sweet so man. Until me go run back and get gunshot to ass. Alright, this me go back home now and my father come pick me up and say, look up what? I feel like a piece of shit. I said, look how you put the parents through you out. Go land them I want you. Right, this I'm say, you know what? I go back, go make me figure read. I go be like a little boy and follow my parents' advice. I saw me find back my way. Yeah, because if me never find myself, the song would I go further and go get more gunshot or go kill people too. Yeah, so I saw everybody customer and me still going, but I find back myself as quick as possible. The first error, me never make it be a second one before I find my part.
This is the second time I mentioned Uncle T. Who is Uncle T?
Uncle T is the brother of King Jamis. And that's the man who discovered me first. Yeah, it was Uncle T audition that I passed. And then he gave me the pass to come in the studio and I could move around in the studio yard, and he recorded my first 4 songs.
and he released the first one, Dub for Dub, and Nip Him. And that's how I get on Jammy's rhythm, because Jammy's never even met me when I record the first song. Because how it goes, Jammy's has people who conduct his audition and people who run his recording session. And then after the song's record, me come and listen. So most of the time, you don't even know who record. It's like if you hear something and then, who's that? And then we send for the person and say, I him that, but you never meet King when me a record man on label. It was Prent who gave me the opportunity to record and jam his label, and then after now, him start hear my name in the yard, and then people start sending for dub plate, because them used to send from foreign soundmen call and said, I want Bounty Hunter or Bounty Killer Rare, and them I wonder, oh him, who name say in the yard? I saw them get familiar with me. So Uncle T is really my first producer at Jammies until I cross over to the big label. So it was Champion Record, Uncle T. And then I started the record with Jammies.
From what I understand, you're the reason artists are able to charge what they charge today for dub plates. Please explain how you changed the whole dub plate thing.
I never intend to change dub plate thing. I just came at a time when dub plate thing got to a level of evolution. Because dub plate really came in the late 80s. And it was really DJs DJing sound, and then DJs started to migrate. So selectors used to have to get the DJs on dub plate. And when I went to Jammies, I was not allowed in the studio. I never get to pass Jammies audition. I end up pass audition for Uncle T. And then I get in the studio. That's when I get my pass. I become one of Uncle T, little young Huck. So I could get chance to come in the studio, and then one of the engineers named Printer. He's the one who run the dub studio. So we always hang out with Printer, and he's the one who look out for young youths. So we always take on the Printer and buy him lunch and buy him weed and him cigarette or whatever he might need. So we and him get close. And it was him now encouraged me and Bunganimite Aritala to do a dub plate for Mecha. I don't know the soundman or nothing, it's just the engineer making some pre-release, running pre-release songs on the dub plates, because that's how sound system used to do. They send for pre-release weekly and monthly from all the producers. So obviously Mecha send for pre-release Jammies' new releases, and the engineer running them off on a dub plate, and then one dub plate carry 4 songs, one each side. So there was a empty side where no more pre-release was there, so I had 6 songs, and it was 8 supposed to be on the 2 plate. So 2 on the spot not gonna be used, so it's gonna waste. So he just said, we need the 2 songs on it. When Metro Media is a big established sound, I was excited. Even though it's a free dub, I was just thinking about getting my voice out, because those times we don't think about being paid or anything. We were just thinking about getting hurt. So I excitedly do the dub plate like I was getting paid. And they sent the dub plate to Metro Media. I didn't remember not about that, because I never even believed that I would play it. But a couple weeks after, somebody said, I heard Metro Media play a dub plate for you in Woodford Park. I think down in the phone, and then the camera and them something for people capture the moment, and not every party used to be in video. So you might not have evidence, but the song was played, they said. Well, somebody tell me that really take it too exciting, because they are going to prove to show me. Then somebody else from Canada now said Sky Juice playing the song in the Sound Clash in Canada and kill a song. And then now I realized soundmen start looking for me for this dub for dub song that I did. So I realized it's true. So that little dub song now was a song that gave me the first little attention from the sound system industry, and sound men start to find me on Bodyguard and Super D and Jam Rap. Then I start to go to Harrods, and I start to get a little name Bounty Hunter with a little one dub for dub tune. Then I had problems. I had to change the name because there was a other man using the name Bounty Hunter before me, and then it was feeling like, okay, I'm capturing his name, although it's a movie character name. But if I keep recording in the name before me, it seemed like, yeah, it's his name. So I said, okay, none of us own the name, but you use it first, so I'm going to alter the name to Bounty Killer instead of Bounty Hunter. So you do the hunting and I do the killing. From there, the progress starts, and then I get a chance to record on King Jammy's rhythm and the general rhythm. The same printer encouraged me to record on grinning, because I never even really into those type of rubber dub style. I was more into the up-tempo, lead type of rhythm, and that was the same here in 92 when the Baby Wayne, Mama, and of course, Coleman Stone and Roger Malcolm Rider, and those up-tempo music start coming, so that was where my head at. And then Printer said, this is the original rubber dub style. I recorded the copper shot. He never even too excited about the gun sound because the radio started to censor at that time. So King was encouraging me to do a different sound. But I never had no name, so the engineers never give me a chance to record another song. So Copper Shot ended up going on the dot that Colin Roach and Galaxy P had Miss Goody, and Colin Roach must mix off Copper Shot and send it to New York, because Copper Shot was not released in Jamaica. First released in New York, because I was supposed to record a different song as what King instructed, but Hotman and the other engineers never gave me the chance to record another song, so the song ended up have to go out, and then it was in New York. Automatically King has to release it in Jamaica because it become a hit song of the scene, and from there. But the fact that I learned mainly to DJ, like doing the plates, that's how I really mastered my craft, because I never really used to walk and DJ and sound system too much. It's just King Joe in Overton and Complex, those two sound, and in Seagull, the DJ and the sound named Arabic, and then my friend Crack Skull make up a little thing named Stereo 2. So I never had too much experience live on the mic. And I never really get to do no talent concert and all those things. It's when I go to jam, it's dub plate, we start to DJ and practice real good. So I think that's why we so good on dub plates. Because it was like our rehearsal every day. We go in the dub world and we practice to do dub plate. We watch Penny Harry, watch Junior Cap, watch Admiral Bailey, we watch Lieutenant Stitchy, all the big artists will come here. Looking at them note and watch everything we them do. And then the first time I got paid for a dub plate, it was like how much? $100. I didn't even think it was $500. It was like $200. Yeah, it's the first time we get paid for a dub, it was $400. And when we burst on, we start to say, at as according to the amount of song we have. When you have one song, well, it might be a million power, but if I have 10 hit songs, you can't tell me what to charge. So it's from there we start to put a little price on your place, and then it become a lucrative business.
So how did you link up with Johnny Wonder, and what role did he play in having so many mega collaborations with hip hop artists?
Oh, well, Johnny Wonder is really King Jammy's Johnny Wonder work with. He works with King Jammy's, and that's how I met Johnny Wonder. He came down and I met him on the studio, because every artist that Jammy's that I work with automatically meet Johnny Wonder, because Johnny Wonder is the man who really distribute for Jammy's. So I met Johnny Wonder through Jammy's. And then when I left,
I link up with Johnny Wonder. Because Johnny Wonder was always a man who advised me and showed me all the little key things to do. And then Johnny Wonder was the one who insists and make up a shot release. So I always look at him as a mentor, because he went out the way to make it happen for me. So when I leave Jammies, we was working on an album, Ghetto Grammar. But I leave and I decided I'm not going to finish no album with them because I was upset. So I decided I'm going to make my own album, my Xperience. That's when I link up with Johnny Wonder now. And Johnny Wonder started giving me some advice and start telling me about crossover shit, because I was always interested to do crossover music. So it was Johnny Wonder giving me the idea about Larry Neal and Fugees and all these things, and Busta Rhyme just came out them time, and Busta Rhyme sing the song about one blood, everybody like Junior Reid. And I'm telling Johnny Wonder I want to do a song with Busta Rhyme, and they say, yeah, that's a good idea. But I think we should get Junior Reid singing the hook, since he said one blood, everybody like Junior Reid. So it was Johnny Wonder's idea to put Junior Reid on the hook. And we say, yeah, that would be dope. And then we link Busta, and you know Busta, he's that fucking yard man. He just love that dancehall shit. So it was like a rap. And then we find Larry Neal, because I never even know about the Fugees. I was aware of Larry Neal. Johnny Wonder know about Fugees, but we wasn't interested in Fugees because we never had that money. We was just trying to get Larry Neal to do a little hook. So we go over to New Jersey to meet Larry Neal, and that's when I met the whole Fugees now. And I realized that, oh, they're dope into the dancehall shit. They know the reggae shit, because I realized, oh, he's an Asian. Oh, Caribbean people. And then Wycliffe him start playing beer dancehall and reggae, and then he decided he has to be on the track too. There's not gonna be no Fugees, no Larry Neal and Bounty, there's gonna be Fugees and Bounty Killer. So the whole gang jump on the track. They produce the track for a little bit of nothing, and I end up as the only artist to get the 3 Fugees member on a track. After the whole history, I look back, nobody has Wycliffe, Praz, and Larry on one song. Nobody, only Bounty Killer. I can't believe. It's weird. Nobody has the 3 of them on a song. Only that hypocrite. That was a blessing. So it was Johnny Wonder's idea about the Wu-Tang Clan. And Johnny Wonder is a New York kid. He grows up on that hip-hop steam. So, you know, he was the first one who did the first remix with me. That the Shook One Part 2 cellular phone remix and the Map Deep rhythm. Yeah, Johnny Wonder did that. Then he did it, Not Another Word, and the Craig Mack. Those was all white label before we got signed to TVT and all them things. So Johnny Wonder is one of the molder in my career. The next dimension, after I get burst at Jammies, when I really move to the next dimension is when Johnny Wonder took me up 96. And we made that My Xperience album. Till this day, it's my best-selling album. Over 300,000 units. Real natural sales in those times.
So please tell me the backstory about the song, Look Into My Eyes.
What do you mean the backstory about it?
How did it come about? Like,
oh, well, Look Into My Eyes was a Dave Kelly's written song. Okay. But it was right in the time where the crime rate was really up and there was a lot of demonstration and a lot of strikes in the late 90s right there. And it came after poor people fed up and Babylon system after done. So it was a time where dancehall has spineless conscious. Unlike nowhere, most of the dancehall artists feel like consciousness is not for us, consciousness is for the people. And anyway, the people gather, we should have some consciousness there. We can, walk out and work out and chat something, but the artists have to keep the conscious. So I think 1998, 99 to the 2000, right there, dancehall was on a conscious vibes. Not saying it became a church, but we wasn't that rude and stupid. We always used to talk about the people's plight and our situation that we're facing at the moment. Unlike now, how many strikes are still going on and nobody even make a post about it. No concern. Dancehall used to be the platform and the voice of the voiceless. So it was Dave Kelly's idea. Look into my eyes, I was just to perform.
So were you shocked at the impact it made?
No, I wouldn't say I was shocked, but I was really impressed. Because the first time I sang that song, it was 1999 at Fully Loaded, when the song had only played twice on the radio by Colin Hines. And when I said the first two lines, that's one of the most powerful social commentary songs I've ever did. I've never seen a social commentary song get a response like that. It was the same year that me and Gringo had the brawl and Fort Clarence, Fully Loaded. If you just look back at that clip, when I start to say, look into my eyes, I can't hear nothing. Music down, voice down, just roar. Positivity touched them soul like that. Serious moment. Look into my eyes after 23 years, it has the same impact. Not many songs like that. And I intended to video it now after 23 years. Because it had the whole character. If we bring that to life, it's going to be touching.
What is your most famous song that you didn't write the lyrics for? Who wrote the song? How were you able to deliver a song written by someone else so well?
Well, my most famous song that I've written is It Will Be Looking Into My Eyes, written by Dave Kelly. Well, that's a skill you have to develop. To tailor the song around yourself when someone else wrote it. I can't tell how I do it, but it's something that I develop. And tell you what, in my early stage of career, nobody wrote my songs. It's way in it's when I started working with Dave Kelly mostly. I started to really learn how to adapt songs. Because Dave Kelly wrote all of the songs that we recorded with him. So he's really helped me to develop that technique of cloning the song and form and it around yourself. It's not an easy thing. You have to have an adaptive brain, because sometimes people write different delivery and flow give you, and then if you're stubborn, you will want to flow it all new flow, and then it might not come across the same cadence or dynamic of what it was written in. So it's a skill. Most artists, when someone wrote the song, you can tell. Because you can hear like, oh, they're struggling to deliver it the proper way. I don't know why I developed that skill so well, but in my early stage, it was Angel Doulas alone who used to help me write songs. And when he wrote the songs, he used to be there and direct you exactly what to do it, just like me. But sometimes song is being written and you has to decide who you want to deliver it, because the writer is not there and you don't even communicate with him. Sometimes someone come with a line or a verse and said, this is what I wanted to do, and then you have to just develop the adaptive vibes in it.
So do you think that Dave Kelly somewhat channel you when writing that song? Think of how you...
Yeah, definitely. That's how Dave do it still. When he's writing, he think of the person and he tailored it around them. Because that was like coming off of the poor people fed up on the Babylon system of it done. He saw the direction that I was going into. So he knows that if he get me to deliver this one, and then poor people fed up with a lot of aggression, he took away that. And so that's the reason. Look into my eyes, in emotion, not aggression. This one comes with emotion. So he's smart and skillful like that.
So many dancehall artists struggle with performing with a band. As a master of live performance, where did you learn the skill of stage presence, breath control, timing, and crowd participation?
Well, I developed my stagecraft still. I never came out as a best performer. I was outperformed by Beanie a lot of time over the years. And Beanie is a more seasoned veteran on the scene way before me. So when I just came out, I wasn't the best on stage, but I wasn't the worst either. And then I was ambitious to move up. And I used to take constructive criticism. I never used to be cocky and feel like, oh, I'm hot, so they can't tell me nothing. So when I just came out, the reason why I'm good at the band, Jamis get me a backing band the same year I came out, Caution band. So I had my own backing band, so I was rehearsing third daily, mastering breath control and all that. Then no, on stage, I'm good with the people. I'm happy with the people. I'm not one of the artists who's timid by the crowd like I am out here. I'm happy to be on stage. The people who are happy on stage, they are the best performer. And they are on stage like it's a desolate place. You're gonna lose your drive. So I'm happy on stage, and I'm a man who loves to talk to the people. So the stage presence, it's my thing. And come on, I like to lead the flock. I don't like to let the crowd do what they want to do. I like to lead them in the direction. So I always have that stage presence and stage command. Well, the stage craft, no, I never used to move around too much. I never even used to dance. I used to just still one person. People used to have a problem with that until I learned that you got to dance to the stage and back and forth and interact, and it's just the love of it. And if you love it, you're gonna find your little holes and you're gonna fix them. But I don't think everybody loves stage, because you have recording artists and performing artists, and people start to forget that. Not everybody who had a good recording can be a good performer. Not because you have a hot song, you're gonna be a hot performer. The song is the song, and the performance is the performance, and they should go together. Some people just depend on, I got a hot song, and not putting a performance together. And they don't know that the song cannot perform itself. So if you only come up with the song and not a performance, it's gonna be a mediocre, lukewarm thing. And some artists have no problem in that either. They just want to collect. But you are as good as last seen. So your last impression will be your best impression. And some people don't look at it like that. And all right, if I get paid or I don't get paid, I only can perform one way. Because performance is performance and performing is performing. So I only know how to do it the right way. Paid or unpaid. If 10 people in the show or 100 in the show, I only know to perform one way. And performance means a lot to me because it's like an advertisement. It's an ad. You leave them with something to go and think about. Come back for the product. So I think it's serious. When I'm going on stage, my problem, I'm worried about not delivering. And when a young artist going on stage, they might worry about they're being received. My problem now is make sure you deliver. Don't take it as a standard. And if you go up there and you don't do the main thing, you're not going to look right. Because everybody knows Bounty's standard. So my problem is I'm always nervous not to be Bounty. And that can happen to anybody in the senior who are spiritual life sometimes. So I'm always at that point when I'm going on stage, got to be painted, get in that Bounty zone, autopilot, or when you do it, get there. It's the standard. And I think that's what keep me for 3 decades and stay relevant. And you would still want to see me among the younger ones. So that's very achieving.
So, do you believe artists not honing their craft on the sound system is the reason young artists struggle with performing live?
Yes, It's not really on sound system. It could be a karaoke, but with live performance. If you're not exposed to live performance before recording, it's going to be a struggle. Because there are some key things you have to work out before you go recording. And then, when you record, there's a way how to record and there's a way how to perform it. It's two different ways. It don't perform it exactly as it recorded. There is some key things that you have to learn to do. Maybe you record and say 4 words. When you're singing back, you might have to say 3 because you record and stop. You sing continuously during the duration of your dance or your jump. So you can't say it exactly the way or you say it when you're recording because you're not going to stop and say again. Just like the people who overlaps. When they're singing, they stop one track and sing over it on the next track. And then when you're singing, there's no overlapping. We have to sing it straight. So it's not a good thing to practice to overlap the track. It's good to sing it straight. Because when you're performing, you can't overlap a track. Somebody else will have to carry that note for you. And that's how most of the young artists practice the record. They stop, cut, and paste and overlap, and then it's a struggle to sing back all of that because you cheat. But Pro Tool permitted you to cheat. But performance, there's no cheating in it. It's real and raw. The first time when Banky them come for me and carry me a Xperience 93 aside me, you know the first thing them do? Send me go blood clot voice training. First time them tell me that, I said, what about me a big album on the master? I say, I hear that. I want it for half-key artists sell platinum. I learn this thing good. Me a big bounty killer, you know. When blood clot I lock down everything, the man them say, go voice training. Me I wonder how this, you know, after me record album already. Me think of voice training, because what you know the greatest artistry you have album. You have got be the greatest artist now, where make you fully develop. Go and go do this. Go on woman and say, I want the blood, me say, me laugh, you know. I mean, I was me got voice training. I mean, fuck in your ear. I something them a teach you, know, but it's weird, but yo. When we come out, me I'm glad. Yo, there are Shabana if you go, because I love go and keep on stage. Patrick, Cabra, the whole of the host, every blood clot man, you have to go up on my name is Lifer. Yeah. Remember and sing extremely high, you know, me you know.
I didn't develop them.
Well, no man get artists. In still in got voice training. And listen, when Killer come out and you hear people that remember that know the things of me wine key or nothing. The people them say, go up there. Go sharpen every key. Cause you have them 3 keys a lot. You have a full and a key to learn. The blood clot. Yo. No, cause them a real management and a international them a carry up. So that's why them a say you have to go learn all these ropes. Nowadays, some of you voice one song, a man say, hot and I tell him, I lock the place when telling say, you have to master every point of this thing now.
I would consider you Jamaica's greatest A&R. Where did you get the skills to see potential and nurture talent?
A&R, even
Before you answer, please let people know all the artists you've helped earlier in their career.
I can't even remember all the artists I had. Maybe somebody would have to write them up. I swear I can't remember all of them. I helped a lot of artists. And then when I developed that skill, as people may say, it's really because of Boom Dynamite, my friend, who encouraged me to go to the studio and I find success. And I felt like I owe it to these men. Because it was Boom Dynamite, Nitty Kochi, Harry Tadler, Angel Doulas. That was all the crew we were part together at the studio. So when I got in, I felt like I owe it to them. I have to leave the door open. So I decided, scare them crew have to burst. So I kept telling Jammies and the engineer and everybody, they has to burst, record them, and they're not paying attention. So I end up having to make priceless records, scare them production, and make a rhythm named The Valley of Death, and recorded everybody in the yard, from Determined, Black Mice, everybody, Boom Dynamite, Toddler, just named the whole yard. And then Jammys them never so happy with me making label and all that, but it was all the benefit of my friends. And then no, because I made the label and putting out rhythms, it caused a problem. That was why I had to let Jammys. And I insist my friends has to burst. So I took them to Sly and Robbie. Right here. Mixing lab, Sly and Robbie and Bulby. This is where I end up when I leave Jammys. And then Sly recorded. Who the fuck is this playing me in the morning? Because Jammys they never understand the type of things and skills that scared them cool. It was unorthodox, it was weird because that rap style, making over rap songs, they can't see it. Sly them have different vision in music, so they allow them to do what they was doing and to tell. It was. I record, y'all them a ride me nature. And they record, who the fuck is this on the same rhythm, man? Sly Vineyard, and them on the scooter. History from there, Scare Them Boss, 96. Sting everywhere with the White River Reggae Bash, all over the country. When I first Scare Them now, I met up in Baby Sham, a little after. And then me and Baby Sham start up her, and then Baby Sham linked me up with Dave Kelly. That's how the Mother was Bounty Killer link really found. And then, after Baby Sham, I met up in Bling Dog. Another friend from Florida, and then Bling Dog migrated to Jamaica, and King Dog said, well, they might take our music fully and start to power with me. And shortly after that, I met Vibes Carter. And we started to call ourselves the Allegiance, the Alliance. It wasn't a word we used among our friends. Why want me Alliance, rare, and the word gets so popular, everybody start calling me Alliance. Because we never said we were cool name Alliance. We would scare them cool. Why me would have said scary or cool as the next edition, but we never planned for one another crew. He said, look how we use the word Alliance so freely and loosely around people that starts calling us Alliance, and then when we think about it, it's a good thing, Alliance. One for all for one. Each one help one to reach one. Yeah, so we can say Alliance. So this is signal got deported to Jamaica. I know Missy from was in Connecticut. Then we'll come and one hour start to part together. Then Cartel bring in Mavada, and the Cartel bring in Idona. I met Mavada singing blacks through Flex and Tyrical and Maffy crew for a long time. Then I went to live at Oakland, so Mavada them start linking me up now. So all these little young artists around me now, and them start calling we Alliance, and then when we go to show, everybody coming with me. They all come with me, and then me have a style, me stop the show and me call them on and give everybody peace. And that's how they really start master them craft, just come in and show with killer. They never really get any specific treatment from the producer or the promoter, and then I start to carry them around the producers that I work with, like Snow Cone and Jeremy Harding, and even Dave Kelly attempt to record Mavada them once, because I always try to encourage the producer them work with a young artist. It seem like a slide of a scare them. But it's not everybody have the eyes to see beyond the rough. Because some people, if you polish them already, feel just like when I carry Cartel to most of the producer first, he was not polished, but he was creative and talented, but it was want some time and some nurturing. And look at them now.
So early in your career, you used to roll deep when you stepped out. At what point of your career did you ease off of the entourage, and why?
I never had an entourage. I always have a bunch of artists. My entourage is Scare Them Crew and Alliance. So people always see me with a bunch of people, but it looks like an entourage. But it's a group of musicians and artists and producers and selectors. Some people have entourage of just friends. My friends were star in the makings. As my entourage, you can look at them now. You see my crew. They were my entourage. When I just burst, the entourage was Boom Dynamite, Nitty Kochi, Harry Toddler, Elephant Man, Bramwell, Daily Bread, That's who I always with. And then after it turned, the bling dog, the busy, the cartel, the Mavado, the Idona, the Predator, the K Queens, the Hira, just name them. Everybody around me is always someone like that. But most of them unknown, so you might think, oh, that's in security or young star or something. But he's mostly artists. He might have a few friends around, but it's mostly artists in my entourage. And I don't work with 20 people, never. The most people you're going to see me when it's 5, 6 to 8, I'm dealing about 10 people around me. Despite even if all these artists, I just don't carry everybody one time. We do it in round brackets. This time, the show, we carry this amount or we carry that amount. But I never carry everybody every time. And then, no. Since everybody became superstar, I have no entourage. Because the entourage become stars of their own. They have their own entourage now. I just have like my little roadie and me have my little parry. You know, it's just willful, skillful as a little young artist me a par with. I have no entourage anymore. But I so create another bunch of entourage as my young artists.
You have matured in front of the public. At what point of your life did you start to get control of your pride and ego? How did you do it?
Well, I think these things come by maturity still. I don't think people decide, oh, I'm going to let go ego. It's just a certain age and a certain growth. Yeah? Because I never decided, oh, I don't want to be cross-angry myself. But it's find myself, not me. You understand? It's just like when you grow out of a boy into a man. You don't have to decide to be a man. You are a man now. You feel it. So I just grow it out. Because pride and ego is a dangerous thing. Ambition is the thing, not pride. You know? Yeah. So pride is a thing will blind you. And that's what used to make me act certain way too. I was too prideful. So I just grow it out. And the love of the people helps me to mellow out. Love solve all the problems. Love is the cure. The way Jamaica people love me, I have to just do good for myself and for them.
So do you think your accomplishments did a lot to get rid of a lot of that anger?
All of that too, yeah, because when you're young and you're coming up and you try to niche out your little party and you seem like people want to block you out or sabotage you. Yeah, because, all right, when you're fighting for your spot, it's more arrogant than when you're fighting for the top. Fighting to stay at the top, it is easy. Fighting to make a spot, that's the dominance. So when I was fighting to make my spot, I was aggravated, mad, miserable. But no, I'm just fighting to stay at the top. It's not that of a struggle. You know, when you're trying to make the building, it's harder than to maintain the building. Yeah.
Have I noticed numerous times you've mentioned that they weren't listening to you, but now people are listening, so you find that it no need to be cross and angry anymore.
Yeah. When I was trying to get the point across, it's more a struggle.
2010 to 2020 seemed to be a tremendously hard time for you. What was your lowest point during that period? And what did you get? How did you get through it?
Well, I would say between 2010 and 2020, the lowest point was losing my mother. Here when my mother died, that was the lowest point in my life ever. And I don't know I got through it, but I got through it. And the only thing I could say in through it was the love and the embrace of my family and my friends and my fans. Here in Jamaica, I poured a lot of love on me in that period of time. Yeah, just God and the love of the family and the people and good friends around me. I thought I would have died too.
Do you believe dancehall music still has a place on the international market with the emergence of Afrobeat?
Hell yeah, Afrobeat has nothing to do with dancehall. Afrobeat is another genre. Yeah, Afrobeat never came in competition with dancehall or came with intent to take something from dancehall. I don't know why people keep kept on comparing Afrobeat and dancehall. Why? Afrobeat is like a baby from dancehall. It's a relative. Afrobeat and Jamaican music is similar music, African and Jamaican music, and I'm so happy for Afro. Music originated in Africa, from the Congo beat of Africa finally has a sound. So I'm excited, and Afro not taking nothing from dancehall. Afro complements dancehall. See Nicki Minaj and Skandy all over. On dancehall beat, it's just the topics. Dancehall artists don't have any topics. They are stupid. They are singing some regional thing, some corner argument. They're not singing household argument, where every household understand what this means. Chopper arguments, come up and corner, that not related. People can relate to that in every nation and every country. How far that goes? Fool. People as I sing for around the road. So that's why Afro leaning, Afro have topic, alright, Afro don't even have lyrics. Afro beat don't even have no lyrics. They have a lot of melody, groove, and topic. Yeah. That a lyrics? No, it's a topic. Yeah. We know what yeah mean. Yeah. Just a topic and the melody. Yeah. Style, melody, topic. Simple. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my only lyrics that comparing to Burna Boy, yeah, no. And yeah, is a bigger song, you know. Cause yeah, easy if you catch, so much lyrics. Just what, yeah. One word with a lot of melody and the beat nice and full of style and groove. We don't want more Jamaican music too technical. And that type of thing, and them are singing a metaphor like them not really what them I say. Why you singing those in metaphor? You make it simply technical, not technically technical. This is how dancehall music is today. Technically technical. They are making the songs like it's a test. You have to figure it out and puzzle it out. Nobody don't want no puzzle music. We want music to relieve our stress. We are getting music with stress out of the brain. And we hear is a fight for here because you're singing on your nose and all and something there. That a mash up dancehall is the creativity. They are not creative anymore. Any little foolish one a man want to take a turn in a song. How much nation you see a follow the little foolish way you're going to sing? When you make the song, look on the nation and the world and talk to me. Don't look around a waterhouse or down a river or color bed or see you and I make the song. That's dancehall problem. We topics are limited. No night chopper artists no big like Charlie Blacks. Party animal, everybody know about party. The word party big in every nation. Which nation don't party? Simple. So that our artists them don't choose the topic right. The argument is regional and we are singing our own dialect and we are talking to ourselves. So the music there just go in the diaspora. It no come out. What's killing them? Wap. And you need to say that's and you catch it. Hook. Wap. No matter technical lie and foolish. Simple. That's what the music want to go back to, the simple. Why you think the 90s dancehall is the best one? They don't want to back a technical something where I tell you if you do all these foolish. That's why 90s dancehall is the best one, because I don't tell a lie. It just talk to you and tell you the truth. It does free. No petticoat. So the artists, they are very talented, even more than we. Because the style them with them are used and different. Great, but with topic is stupid. We need to look in the world and choose a topic for suit we and them. We can look around Jamaica and choose a topic that we singing around here. So it's like our music selfish. It's not making for the universe, it's just making for the diaspora. It's like as far as Jamaican people there, and there's some music of it. because you are singing just content that suits us. How many people know what chopper mean? People don't know what that means. Out of the dance where people think of grass hair chop. They don't understand what chop mean. They tell this a scam because the word scam. And then now, how much people are celebrate scam? Because that's a criminal act. So it's like what we are saying, a criminal we are sell. More beyond them foolishness there, we need to fix it. We can't come with them for from the top of there. So the slang something them, no go far. We want song with universal topic or relatable argument. Household topics. Where every household understand and relate to. Then dancehall we get back to where it work. But nothing wrong with dancehall. All dancehall lose the feel, the music, and the topics not right. If we fix back the groove and we choose some better topic, dancehall is international now, you know. This is not 1996 or 98 when we are fighting to get it on the international scene. It's out there now. Every nation knows dancehall music. And another thing, Afro artists don't fight each other. There's no beef, no pasta. All they have is music and unity. Everybody Africa link. Dancehall have too much segregation and too much conflicts. Those are some of the things we have to get rid of. Every Afro artist record together, collaborate. We dancehall artists, segregate, fight. So the strength of the music is against itself. It never comes together. Just like rap and pop, they all collaborate. Khalid can call every big dancer and put them on one track. We can't call every big dancer and put them on one. You mad? Cause them also them not like that one, then no pipe that one. Dancehall does. And you know, and tell you what, it's not just the money. Not how much money we are pay every dancehall artist, them now go on one rhythm right now. Man have called pride and ego. Hip hop artists and them get paid, them gone. Them no business if them and them and they have beef. So our artists them don't think for the music, don't stand them think for them own individual self. So everybody I do for themselves what them now do for the music. It's just like 1996 when me and Beanie in the heart of a rivalry. Dennis Brown had a song. Do you know what it means to have a revolution? And Bulby called me and called Beanie and said, "One of the 12 up on the song, true, we are rivals." You know, so I'm trying to make a song to call a truce. I'm never into Beanie, but me into the song because this makes sense with you. And Beanie never into me, but he was into the song because this is a situation that we want to diffuse. Because we did the interview on the radio and the TV with me in the morning when me and Beanie go on it. Because they said the Kings are Dalton James and Prem Call primary was conflicting because Bounty and Beanie. So we go around, we try to diffuse it on the television, and then the producer said they want to make the song. We never make it because we like each other or we care about each other. We are making it because situation occur and the music has to fix. So sometimes we have to put ego aside and do it for the music and the people. These artists don't do nothing for the music nor the people. Everything for their own purpose and benefit.
So why is it that the Africans can unite with the music and do collaboration?
Because on Jamaican state, Jamaican rather fight against each other than fight for each other. That's how we Jamaicans stay. Right now, if you go to a road and demonstration for go on, no labor right now demonstrate because they sell labor right in a power. So a man want demonstrate for him party and not for him country. When rice raise and chicken back or flour raise, PMP and GLP have to pay for that. So why when if you demonstrate a PMP or GLP if you demonstrate one of the whole way I go through it? What's the Jamaica people stupid and stay? This is how we grow up, you don't know what why. Jamaica people just fight each other. They don't like each other. Just go into the traffic, no one try go. Not even a little past them no one game, man. Jamaica people selfish. Them don't help each other, babes. That's just Jamaicans. They rather fight against each other than fight for each other. I live it.
But how do you feel about some Afrobeat artists that is obviously sounding like or dancehall artists?
I told you, Afrobeat is influenced by dancehall and reggae. And I like it. I don't want to hear them sounding like pop and trap. I rather them sound like us. Because African is us and everything from me think Africa come from. So when my African brother them are share any counterpart with me, it feels good to me. So I mean, I like how people are going like them want to compete Afro and dancehall and one like them and discredit Afro for anything comparing with dancehall. What it sound like? About Marley Carey music got African and the African people embrace that, you know. And now we have to embrace back Afro. I just put out the Afro song, you know, come out yet. Me, I'm not gonna reach that Stone Boy and Baby Sean. Me can't wait for it drop. I love it. So I don't understand them. Afro and dancehall are relative. They are family. And there should be a connection. That's what I want.
So do you think more collaborations with dancehall and Afrobeat would allow dancehall artists to learn more topics and have much lighter?
Yeah, because the Afro music is feel-good music. And then when we're doing those type of music, we're not going to carry the hardcore vibes. We are going to embrace that feel-goodness about it. So if dancehall artists look on the Afro artists them and take something out of them book, simple, light, feel-good topic. Just like Sean Paul. Sean Paul don't do no heavy topics. All the Sean Paul songs is feel good. Just give me the light and pass the draw. You understand? The Charlie Blacks, the TJ, the Sean Paul, they give you that nice feel good topics. All right, Skinny, I kill you with it now. First time in music, you know, the crocodile teeth and the dark something, them know. Straight commercial them again. Nice and smooth, easy style. Palatable music. Even me not touring on the dark music like fucking ideas. He's just a little pussy draw me out what him to like hardcore music, but I really feel good music. Me drink, come smoke, come enjoy myself. Banger. Link up in you understand? Yeah, we are doing them type of music, you know, dancehall, I feel lighten up. It's too heavy. So that's what we're doing. We want my commercial dancehall. It's getting a little bit too dark and gothic.
How much of a role do you think mental illness play in the violence that takes place in inner city communities?
I think it plays a lot, and then people never think that people have mental problems. And then the gruesome crimes that happening in Jamaica, we have to think mental problem involved. The man we're killing 4 niece and mother. That the man could have seen? That couldn't be a sane man. Yeah, so I strongly believe mental problem involved in a lot of these killings. And the killings and the behavior of the people, yeah. And then Jamaican don't think it's a serious thing, you know. If you say, well, I have a mental problem, they look by and laughing because they can't see the problem.
That's a conversation also. That's also a great topic for people to know triggers.
I think Jamaicans suffer a lot of mental issue. Yeah, even the little boy, them like the street man. What kind of youth would do that? Just see the man asleep and go light him for what? He must have mental problem. So my Jamaican people, them not concerned about each other like that. And then disabled and old people and mental ill people, we don't give them no care. We Jamaican don't think so, oh, the strong enough to look out for the weak. No. Each man to them own. That's how we look on it. Only the strong survive. Them the things of the weak to survive too. And then the strong have to help the weak to survive. That's why God make you strong. I am because you are. But I know how we look at it like that. Well, I don't do stress, I don't know about mental breakdown and them something. I just know I don't worry. I pray. My mother teach me that as a boy. Why worry when you can pray? And worry just lead you in a dark place. Worry is when you blank out. You don't know what you're thinking about. When you don't know, you just pray. And that's what I do. When I don't know my way, I pray about it. So I don't really stress myself. Anything I can fix, I leave that to God. Just simple. I don't stress. I don't worry. That's why I sit here without a visa for 13 years. And I have no problem with it. It's not like I'm happy about it, but I have no problem with it too. What is to be will have to be. My mother died and I never stressed out. I couldn't even cry the way I hurt. I couldn't find tears. And I'm crying every day in my heart. But not in tears, but in pain. But I will survive. Music is my therapy. Most definitely, I take out everything in music. Music is my everything. That's what helps me. When I sing and I write and I perform, that's my antidote.
So please tell us how you met your manager, Banky. What you have learned from him and how you have maintained your personal and business relation over 3 decades. And spend it.
Well, it's a man named Peter Reynolds. And Minja Christie. Really Minja Christie. Me and Minja Christie used to be at the studio. And then now, Minja Christie always tell me about Peter. Call me always tell him, say, yo, one link up specialist in railway car specialist, Banky, and then man in Shabba. And we always see them as view, but then they can't do touch and make licks and stay there and they see them when I watch them. I always tell Christy, say, yo, Ray want to link up, and then Christy tell me, say, no, Peter, we are Banky youth. So Peter, link, no one, and I say, all right. And Peter link Banky and Banky tell specialist. And specialist send Banky for me. Yeah, so it was one day Banky come pick me up and carry me gone. RJR to reach me the first interview and go do. To the cleaner. And from there, the first time I go up on a plane, me and Banky go. First time I have full out immigration for my Banky foot. So, half of my life, me and Banky apart. Yeah, so Banky is my first road manager. And me manager. So from road manager to manager, all manager, and to advisor to big brother. So we spend our life like this.